Well, hey, y'all. I've been doing a little other crochet since I got that Christmas throw done. These are some gloves I made right after I finished that Christmas throw. I just thought, well, I'm going to make some gloves. Sometimes I just like to make gloves. They're comfortable and they feel good. This is a real simple recipe. You just go up and down in back loops only and do the rib stitch. And the first 5 stitches you do with a size G hook. Then you slip your H hook in and do, 15 rows. Then you drop that H hook and take your G hook and do your last 5 rows with the G hook. So it makes the stitches where your fingers are more snug, so it's snug for your fingers, and it's snug for your wrist here. So you do your H hook in these 15 stitches along in here. And you get 30 rows for a size medium average glove. If it's a woman, this should fit a man with small hands. It's pretty stretchy. It'll stretch. Feels good. Man with medium hands might want to wear them, who knows. But then after you do all that to your 30th row, you whip stitch together. Let's see, how many did I whip stitch together? I went down, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches, 9 stitches. 9 stitches down one side. And then I whip stitched on this side. I went down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 stitches, whip stitched together on these seams here on each end. And then whatever's left here, your thumb goes through there. And what I did is, starting at the top, right about over here, you start off making some single crochets. If I can get my brain to work. Oh, God. Yeah, I put in about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7. Let me see. About 6 or 7 single crochets, and then you do about 3 half doubles, and then you do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 doubles, about 6 doubles, and then do 1, 2, 3 half doubles, and then join to your first single, chain 1 single crochet in that stitch that you don't have to join, just start another round, and you single in each single, half in each half. And when you get to the doubles, somewhere down here at the very bottom, do a double crochet decrease across 2 stitches up here on this last round. And that kind of brings this in more to be snug against your thumb here, because, the fingerless gloves that don't have this little cuff on here, it lets this part of your finger freeze. And it gets real cold on me there, that bony part of my hand there, and it gets real cold, and it hurts when it's cold. So, just do this. You could even put another round up there if you wanted to, like that, and bring it on up, bring this on up about that far, with another round. It's up to you. But I just love this recipe for the simpleness of it. Because I've made a lot of gloves where you make your rib band separate, and then you tie on, and you go around in that, and you got to figure out where to put your hook in there, and that top of that ridge, that this thing, rib. You got, going around that, and trying to get it to where it'll fit your hand good. This fits your hand good. It'll conform to it because of the stretchiness and the smaller hook used on the ends. And you don't have to do 30 rows. You can do 29 rows for a smaller glove. 28, I think 28 rows is like a rose is for 26 to 28 rows for a small hand. And 28 to 30 for a medium. A 30 is pretty good. 28 to 30, depends on how snug you want them. 28 to 30 for a medium. So for a woman's large, you might go from a 30 to a 32, 30 to 32 rows. And that'd fit a man's medium. 30 to 32 rows is a man's medium. If you go for a man's large, go from 32 to 34 rows. And for extra large, add 2 more rows onto that and make it 36. But that's about it. But 30 is the standard for men and women's medium and a man's small. It's 30 rows. I just get my brain thing. Look at that come poking out right there. I try to tuck those things in so real good, and they still sometimes will poke out. I don't like it when they do that. I'm going to bring it in right there. There, it's in there. But I do love these gloves. Oh, they feel so good. If you have arthritis in your hands, or if your hands are prone to getting cold and the cold makes them hurt, like it does me, wear some gloves like this. Or get some of them, factory-made compression gloves. But I personally like these better. These are more cozy. These they're snug enough but they also give enough so that they're not too tight on your hand. My hubby got me this Dunkin' Donut coffee milk. I've never tried this before. This is my first time. French vanilla. I like vanilla, a lot of things vanilla, but in coffee, I don't like it much in coffee. I do like chocolate in coffee, sure do. But I normally don't put any sugar in my coffee at all. I never have liked sugar in my coffee. But these are okay now and then for a cold treat, cold coffee. Well, that's how I drink my coffee milk in the morning. I drink it cold. Just pour me a glass of a mug of milk and put some of that instant coffee in it, and there it is. This ain't bad. It's not as good as mocha, but it ain't bad. I'll drink it. Oh, I'll show you some squares I've made. This is the snowflake square, and this is my first time making one. I like it. Now, on the very last row, I didn't do it just like she said, because I could see what needed to be done. So I made a slight alteration up here at the top, so when it's joined to other squares, it'll be perfectly square. And the snowflake will be stretched out just right. It'll all be just right. Nice and flat and even. It's pretty, ain't it? It's not bad. This is way bigger than a 6-inch square though. So I can't use this pattern to make friendship squares with. I could do 1, 2, 3. The first 3 or 4 rows or the first 3 rows, and you know, that would take it down like first 3 rows. That would take it 1, 2, 3. Let me fold it where you can see where those 3 rows are. Okay. Now you see these 3 rows here? I can figure out how to go straight across and how to make corners on it. And I'd make a smaller snowflake, which would be all right. I'm going to try it and see how it looks. But, this is really pretty. I like it. I like snowflake square. I wasn't interested very much for last 3 years that I saw them on the internet. But I got interested. Sometimes your interests change, and that makes life interesting when your interests change. And then I had been wanting to do this pattern for a long time, and I finally got around to it. It's easy, but you sure got to pay attention and make sure you get your count right. I screwed up on this last row where this light pink is, and I don't feel like pulling that out, and I don't feel like redoing that. Maybe some other time. I'll just put it that way. I don't have to make any final decisions on it. Just put it away for a while. And my oldest daughter said she wants to trade 6-inch friendship squares with me. So I made a couple of them the other day, and I like this pattern. It was pretty easy. I was surprised. It kind of don't want to lay real flat, but I guess, that was the best I could do with it. As far as trying to get it to lay flat, I don't know. But it's got that swirl in it. See that swirl design? Ain't that pretty neat? I like it. I hope she will. See, there it is. She likes red a lot. And here's this. I did the center part with a solid red heart yarn, and then I used this variegated and put around it. And it looks like Southwest colors. As a matter of fact, I made a sweater, hexagon sweater a couple of years ago and I put this yarn in it. Now that video should be down there in my channel, way down there somewhere. I hope. It's probably on the shorts. One of the short videos. But I made that, and it's comfortable, and it feels good and cozy. I still gotta put some buttons on it. Oh. I hate doing buttons. I'm going to have to get some buttons on it anyway so I can wear it and button it up. I want to wear it this winter if it's cold. I don't even know if it's going to get cold at all this winter. Who knows? Shoot, weather's so crazy. Who knows? Does any of y'all know if we're going to have much cold weather here in Texas this winter? If you do, let me know. Okay, so what I've decided to do, I'm going to make this glove. I've got it started, they're pink gloves, and I'm going to put this fuzzy stuff around the edges, around the ends where the fingers are, and around where hair. Make it kind of fancy. A little soft, luxurious touch to it, and yeah, that little softness to it, luxurious. Yeah, I've got that gray, and I have this fuzzy furry yarn in a black, and I have it I have some other kind of I have a chenille, a little bit of chenille yarn in a dark gray, medium gray. I wish I had some in prettier colors, like some blues and pinks, reds, everything. Brown, like brown animal fur, that'd be nice. Ooh, I could make a pair of brown gloves and crochet some of that black fur around the ends. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And I could make a pair of these pink gloves and put black fur around the pink, and it looked pretty neat. A little bit of a retro vibe. This is what's neat about crochet. You can do all kinds of stuff. Now quit, little girl. Quit. She's rubbing her eyes on me. Sometimes I'm not in the mood to put up with that. Her ohos. Now, don't rub, get on, quit. She's grossing me out. Oh, just quit. Yeah. Sometimes I just don't feel like her bothering me. She wants to lick on me too much. I just quit. I love you, but quit. I can hear that wind blowing through that window unit air conditioner. There's a long hair over here near my ankle. I'm going to cut it off. There's a hair from my leg. You can't see it, can you? I don't have very many hairs on my legs like when I was young, but I still have a few, and they're long. Long and darkish. That's a neat thing about menopause is the hair. I used to have real hairy arms, like people normally do, armpits. Thick black armpit hair. I had to shave all the time. Now, I never shave. I never have to shave anymore. Do you see any hair on my armpits? There ain't none. Look at that. It's bare. That's one of the perks of going through menopause and the change. It's one of the good changes, I put it that way. Yeah, being real low on estrogen is not healthy, but there's a risk of getting cancer if you take hormones. So, I'll just do it God's way and go through it natural. Well, I'm already past the menopause, but old age, I go through old age naturally. Yeah, since there's neighbors have some family moving in with her across the road there. So she won't, because it's been just her and her daughter, but she has another daughter, at least one more that I can remember her saying. But she's got, kids and grandkids, and, they got cousins and all kind of stuff. So some of them's moving in with her, so her and Angie will have more company, more family around. That's good. That's good. I'm glad for them. I wish I had family around. What am I doing? Well, I only went one stitch over. You have to pay attention. You gotta change my hook. Now, come on, what'd you pull all the way out for? Now we'll go one. Is it? I don't know. How many was that? 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just did 2, here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now there should be 8 of these now. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, I went too far, one stitch too far there. That's why I'm always double checking. Always double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, come on, 8. Chain 1, turn. And now do 8 more with this G hook. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to double check. 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now let's count. I miscounted somehow. I sure did. How the heck did I do that? How did I miscount? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 1, turn. This G hook feels so small compared to that H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are my 2 favorite hook sizes, G and H. When I had some bulky yarn, I enjoyed crocheting towels and things with that bulky yarn, head warmers and whatnot, and using a bigger hook, like a size J or K. Probably a J. Yeah, maybe a K. But anyway, it just depends on the yarn. I forgot to start counting, so I'm just doing this. My husband's been gone for the weekend. He's been in San Angelo. If I'm not mistaken, they're having there's a motorcycle club that's having a benefit to help some people out that are having some troubles. And it's going to be a 2-day thing, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, chain 1 and turn. Seems like it took a long time to do that. 2, 4, 6. Let me do that again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yep, that's 8. Okay. I have been wanting to do something now for the last couple of years. I've been wanting to crochet a whole bunch of gloves for women and the men in the nursing homes to donate for them. But it takes a lot of time and work to make each pair of gloves. And, you know, I'd think about it and I'd think, oh, God, it's so overwhelming. I just can't make that many. But I'm gonna make what I can. I'm gonna make what I can. We'll see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, shoot. 14. Wait a minute. Okay, my count is different. Something has changed because my count is different. Makes me wonder if I skipped a stitch or something. Something is not right. But I'm going to keep doing what I can here. If I give up because something's imperfect on them here and there, then I'll never make anything. There's almost always a little something a little screwy or not so great on everything I make. Sometimes I think Screw Up is my middle name. Trying to determine if I skipped a stitch on the end here. If I did, that would explain why it's off. Yes, I did. I missed a stitch right over here. I sure did. It was squunched in where I couldn't see it. Well, is that it or not? No, that's not it. I didn't miss a stitch there. Shoot. Well, I don't know what's going on. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's supposed to be 15. And then whatever's left after that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's been a stitch that got skipped here somewhere. I don't know where. I can't find it. Well, I'm just going to go on down there then. Because it's real important to keep the same number of stitches where the glove is going to fit your main part of your hand. All the single crochets with your H hook. That's 15 stitches. You keep that the same for every row. 15 stitches done with the H hook in the middle of the glove. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on now. 7. Supposed to be 8, and I'm down to 7 right there. Oh well, it'll be all right. See, I've only got this much done. It takes me a while. Well, with this size G hook, I go slower because I have to be careful not to split the plies with the hook, because it tends to make the stitches snug, so it's sliding in and out real snug against the yarn, and it gets caught up in the threads, you see. Snagged. That's what I mean. There's 4 plies in that. See, 4 plies in that yarn that's spun together. And sometimes them plies get loose. They're not spun real well in some places, and the hook snags in it. That drives me crazy. Don't that drive y'all crazy? Tell me if it does, so I'll know I'm not the only one. 5, 6, 7. Well, there's 7. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay. That's down to 7 on that end. So I'll put my H hook in. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, come on, 8, 9, 10, Come on, get it. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, it's just, oh, that psoriasis is killing me. It's just so bad it nearly kills me. And another thing is, what was I going to say? Another thing too is crocheting in the front or back loop only. I can't crochet as fast that way, so it slows me down. So that's another reason why these gloves take me so long to make. But they're so nice. Oh, so nice. You can make them where they don't have these stretchy ribs. You know, they'll just have a very minimum amount of stretch to them. You know, yarn does naturally have some stretch to it a little bit. So you wouldn't have to make your gloves in these ribs. That you would still have some stretch to them, just not as much. Okay, now I see a little gap right there. I don't know. Alrighty then, now we are going to chain one and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another thing I tend to do too is I've always done this ever since first learned to crochet. I don't know why, but when I first started out crocheting, when I sit down to crochet for the day, or start on a project or something, when I first start out on it, I'll be crocheting kind of loose, not really loose, but you know, relaxed. And then as I go along, my tension starts getting more snug. And so the thing I'm making comes out a little lopsided. I've done that a number of times. Dang it. This foot rest thing on this recliner don't stay up very well. And when she's laying up here on it, she makes it go down after a while. It just goes on down. And then she has to jump out. She needs to go lay on the couch for a while. The wind is getting up outside. It's blowing and sounding spooky. Two, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Cheerleaders at our school, junior and high school, they'd say, 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? All that jumping up and down and hollering and screaming. I don't know why that ever had to be a thing, but it goes back for decades. Started way back, and it's stupid. Well, I'm sure that offended somebody. I don't mean to offend you, but to me it's stupid. Jumping up and down and hollering and screaming. Now, if there was an emergency, I could see doing that. I don't know. That's part of the world. Oh, that psoriasis is real bad in the back of my neck. It's real thick in some places. It's horrible. There. It's lonesome being here by myself. No human being to talk to for 2 days in a row. I'm by myself too much. I don't like it, but I don't know what to do about it. It's too hot, and I don't have the energy to be running around town looking for people to visit with. I just don't want to do that anyway. I just don't. I wish we had some family living here in this town. Me and Paul, we don't have any family living here. Our family all lives far away. It's awful lonesome. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, let's see, 2, 4, 6. Dang, fewer of them now than before. I must be losing my mind. I don't know. I'm losing it. Like George Costanza would say, I'm losing it, Jerry. Losing it. I don't know how many times all day yesterday and last night and all day today and tonight, as I've sat here and done this and done that, I'd think that my husband was in there taking a nap in his bedroom or sleeping, and I'd try to be quiet so I wouldn't bother him, and then I'd remember he's in San Angelo. That's how good my memory is, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Well, I just did the whole row with a G-hook. What that means is I've got to pull out now, pull out. Look at there. Okay, let me count 7 down here. 2, 4, 6, 7. Now get the H-hook. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, what's this? 15. I think I counted that right. I don't know. Sometimes I'll skip a number and won't realize it when I'm counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I used to never do that. It's kind of scary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, having a hobby where you have to use both your mind and your hands, I believe it's good for you mentally and emotionally, and I think it's good for your brain, your physical brain, because you're having to use your physical brain and not just sit there and stare at the walls or stare out the window and daydream or watch a movie and be entertained, but you're actually using your mind and your hands and dexterity, and I think it's good exercise for your mind. It is, and for your hands. It sure is. You know what I had for brunch? I had 3 waffles with maple syrup and regular syrup. And then a little while ago, I had 2 pieces of cheese. But I kind of regret having them waffles with all that sugary syrup. You know, while here I am, I'm taking these keto things and that apple cider vinegar because I want to get my blood sugar down plus lose some weight. 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay, here we go. Where it stops, nobody knows. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go down the other side just like that. Oh, it split the plies. Those yarn threads got tangled up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Well, come on, grab it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I don't know if it's 11 or 12. That threw me off. Dadgummit. That hacks me off. Now what's this? This one's supposed to be 5, ain't it? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, do 2 more of these. Come on, get on there. Get on there and do it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, okay, 1 turn. 2. I think that was 2, wasn't it? There's 3. 4, 5. Yeah, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 2, 4, 6, 7, 15. 1, 2, come on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 1 turn. Well, this much, it takes a while, man. It takes a while. It takes a long time. Well, I started this about the time I started this video. It's been 100 minutes and 14 seconds now. 100 minutes, that's, what is that, an hour and 40 minutes? Yeah. Well, it's been a while. Well, I guess I can start another video because this one's going to be so long to upload. I'm lonesome, and I just wanted to visit with y'all because I'm here by myself and I'm lonesome. So, well, I'll see about another video. All right.